I saw it was you and Jay. How'd that work out? Pretty good, I'm assuming.
About as well as you can expect. We started talking about like random, absolute nonsense. Jay eating peas because he was poor when he grew up or something. So that got us on the tangent of all the stuff that poor people eat, or like what we ate when we were poor, like off-brand cereal, Mountain Lightning, Dr. Thunder, all of that kind of shit.
Dr. Thunder is amazing back in the day. Like I felt like I had special intel when I found out about Dr. Thunder, and I would tell people about it.
They're like, hey, here's a slightly shittier but cheaper brand of soda. You're like,
yeah,
this.
And it felt it felt good to tell people about it because it tasted better when it was cheaper. You're like, I can get more of them.
See, it's funny because me and Jay had this talk and it feels like the exact opposite. It's like, yeah, it tastes okay, but you also feel like shit because you're fucking poor, right? Like getting great value brand sodas and peanut butter and cereal or whatever, it makes you feel like you're a lower class. It's a status thing.
Nah, man.
It tastes okay, but yeah.
Nah, it felt good. It felt good to Dr. Thunder, man. I felt good about it. I was like, I can get like two for the price of one. Yeah.
One Dr. Pepper.
Hell yeah. That was great. So in Alabama, right up our alley, So you can get 2 Dr. Thunders for the price of the overpriced, high quality, elite status Dr. Pepper. That's kind of how we viewed it. So when we see people drinking Dr. Pepper and we view them as like elite status, they were like
those rich people.
Look at those rich people. Yeah. They were like the special people on the Titanic. And so that's kind of how we looked at it. So yeah, some people don't even know what Dr. Thunder is. Dr. Thunder.
Went over this yesterday, and I even showed a picture to everybody of what Dr. Thunder was yesterday. It is the Walmart brand, kind of great value brand, whatever you want to call it. The Walmart brand of Dr. Pepper. It's like syndicated Dr. Pepper, right? And it's called Dr. Thunder. Mountain Lightning is their, cheap ass brand, their Walmart brand of Mountain Dew. So for a couple rough years, I had to stomach Mountain Lightning.
Hell yeah.
Worst times of my entire life.
Yep. That like Mellow Yellow was really big back in the day. And I felt like it was going to make a run to compete with Mountain Dew, but it kind of fell off like for a while.
Good, but Mellow Yellow's been around a long time though.
They had a cherry. I think it was a cherry Mellow Yellow. I haven't seen it forever, but that was so damn good.
So but nothing beats Code Red.
Nothing beats Game Fuel Mountain Dew. Game Fuel Mountain Dew is the GOAT. With the Halo, I think it was Halo Reach or something like that. When they had the Halo campaign for Game Fuel, that was the best Mountain Dew drink ever. I don't think they still have like the cherry. It was like a cherry Mountain Dew Game Fuel. Do you not remember that?
Code Red is the shit. Like Mountain Dew Code Red is awesome. That brings me back to like Xbox days, to be honest. I still prefer the original, right? The original Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew Code Red, you also can't go wrong with that. That's really fucking good.
Do you not remember the Game Fuel, the Halo Game Fuel?
I don't know if I remember if you show me a can, I might recognize it, but
it was 20. I only remember the 20-ounce drinks. Let's see right here. I've got one. So this was Mountain Dew Game Fuel, and it was the greatest thing ever right here. Bro,
what did it taste like?
It was like there was a cherry flavor to it. So it was like a cherry Mountain Dew-esque flavor to it, and it was so good, man. It was so good.
Have you ever had Code Red?
I like Code Red, but Game Fuel's better. Game Fuel was better than Code Red. I like Code Red for sure. Chat remembers.
Somebody said they missed Surge. Surge, as of a couple years ago, I guess this is like 5 years ago when I lived in Virginia, and that was when Surge had almost completely disappeared. There was a handful of stores that still did stock Surge, and one of those was the Wawa on my way to work. I used to pick up 2 16-ounce don't Surge on my way into work every day.
Yeah, Surge. I don't remember drinking Surge that much, but I worked at a grocery store when Surge was a thing, and I remember the rep for Pepsi gave us these bright green Surge jackets, and it was just like they were the ugliest things ever, but we wore them like we were the coolest people, and we couldn't figure out why we couldn't get chicks with our surge jackets on. It was pretty embarrassing. It was pretty.
What would RFK Jr. think of us salivating over these energy drinks that are just full of all these dyes and all this other stuff?
The look on his face on that picture where they're all eating McDonald's, he just looks like he wants to die. It's the greatest picture ever. But yeah, there you go. So reminiscing of the old days back during the Game Fuel days, which was the best.
RFK, don't tell me I can't poison my fucking body. I'll poison if I want to. All right.
My body, my choice. Is that what you're going with?
Exactly. Don't fucking listen. Don't take away all these things that I love. I remember when Wendy's changed their fries to try to make them more healthy. Guess what? Wendy's fries became shit. All right? I don't want the same things to happen to some of my other favorites.
There we go. I'm not loving it. He looks so uncomfortable in that picture.
I'm going to fucking eat it.
Oh,
you've seen that clip of him talking about like on the plane. It's like like if you get McDonald's and KFC, and that's if you're lucky.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So they're eating absolute poison on this. I would if I was there, I definitely would have gone with probably Elon's meal, which is basically just what I get at McDonald's, which is nuggets, and usually I just do a couple double cheeseburgers because they're obviously cheaper than quarter pounders with cheese. But that's what Elon had: quarter pounder with cheese and 10 nuggets.
Big Mac with extra cheese. They only put one piece of cheese on the Big Mac, and it pisses me off.
Well, I mean, that's how I feel about the McDouble, okay? The McDouble is dog shit. And literally the only difference is that extra piece of cheese. Double cheeseburgers, I miss the fucking day, okay? I miss the day when double cheeseburgers were on the dollar menu. Let's make McDonald's great again. Not by fucking beef towel in the fries or whatever. Congratulations. Okay. I love McDonald's fries the way they are. I don't care if it's poisoning my body. I'll eat the fuck out of it. Doesn't matter. What I miss is miss me with this fucking beef towel shit. What I miss is going there, getting a double cheeseburger for $1. I used to order 5 double cheeseburgers constantly. I'd fucking throw in there, order 5 double cheeseburgers, no fucking problem. Now, double cheeseburgers are like,
you have to take out a loan to get 5 of them now.
It's like $3.69 or something for a double cheeseburger. And if you order it from DoorDash, it's like $4.29. It's crazy. And because it started with the cheese, they were like, well, cheese is getting a little more expensive, guys. So we had to raise the price of our double cheeseburger to like $1.39. So they made a new menu item called the McDouble that they sold for $1 that only had 1 piece of cheese. And it's crazy how much that 1 piece of cheese matters, because McDoubles, dog shit. Don't fucking want it. But give me double cheeseburgers all day. Add mac sauce too. Over on locals, hey Ryan, is from Mo Zamboni. Hey Ryan, being from Indiana, you know Faygo is kind of ghetto, but had the best flavors of all time. I do remember Faygo.
Faygo.
Yeah, look at all this too. He's got all the. Here, I'll show you.
I remember Faygo.
Look at that.
Yep.
Firework, peach, cotton candy, orange, pineapple, orange, cream soda.
I remember people getting made fun of that drank it back in the day because it sounded so gay. But people really enjoyed it. I don't remember drinking Faygo, but I remember people getting called certain words for drinking it.
Yeah, you can think of some pretty easy insults for that.
Yes.
Ian Carrolls, as a Pepsi rep, don't disrespect the hustle. Hey, I don't disrespect the hustle for Pepsi reps.
Oh, I worked for Pepsi. I had a route and everything. I've told the story many times. I worked spring break in the middle of summer, so I had one of those trucks where you had to go to different convenience stores, have like 35 stops a day. It was fucking brutal, dude. It is not easy in the hot sun with
getting out there with the fucking
dolly
lug. Yeah, the dolly to lug all those things in. Yep. People don't have a fucking good curb, so you're trying to pull it up over a fucking curb.
I've told the story many times, like spring break in summer, like I was like walking, I had my dolly, had, kicked under, had a bunch of 20 ounces. And I think I had it mixed with like 12 packs of 20 ounces. I can't remember. Maybe it was 2 liters. Fuck if I remember. But it's spring break, man. There's girls every fucking where, and like these girls in a convertible, like yelling at me. And like I look, and then As soon as I look, I hit like a little bump and it dumped the whole fucking thing over, and they just laughed and drove off. And I have never felt like more of a loser in my life. What's the worst?
As you're bending over, picking up cans.
And everybody's on the beach having fun. Hot girls everywhere. I'm sitting there as a Pepsi man just picking up dumped over Pepsis. It was the worst. I was fuck my life.
Speaking of the worst, our Kusanda son for €5. If you point your finger at Beardo, he instinctively grabs it and starts sucking on it. That's the kind of man he is.